What's going on, everybody? YoYoFactory here. In this video, we'll be doing a yo-yo comparison. This will not be a comparison of 2 yo-yos, but rather 3. The yo-yos that we will be comparing in this video are the Edge, the Edge Beyond, and the Edge Infinity. We'll be comparing these yo-yos in regards to their build and performance characteristics. And guys, I release all sorts of yo-yo related content on this channel, so if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And with all that being said, we're not wasting any more time. Let's get started. Now real quick, I'm going to give a brief context behind these yo-yos and this comparison. So all 3 of these yo-yos are signature models for Evan Nagao. These yo-yos were released 2 years apart from each other, the Edge being the oldest, releasing back in 2016, the Edge Beyond in 2018, and the Edge Infinity in 2020. They are also the only full-sized bimetal yo-yos in the Edge lineup. And each one of these yo-yos has been used by Evan Nagao to accomplish some pretty incredible achievements within the yo-yo industry. The Edge was used to win nationals 2 consecutive years in a row, the Edge Beyond was used to place #1 in the world, and the Edge Infinity was used to place 2nd in the world. Now to start off the comparison of the yo-yos themselves, we'll be comparing their build characteristics. Now something I do need to mention is that the Edge has had 2 versions, the original as well as the heavier 1.5 version. For this comparison, I'll be using the original Edge. And the Edge Beyond was originally released with a titanium axle and an NSK bearing. However, it was later re-released with a standard axle and center track bearing. So for this comparison, I'll be using the re-released version of the Edge Beyond. So to start off the build comparison, we'll be comparing each yo-yo's size. The original Edge has the largest diameter out of these 3, coming in at 55 millimeters. The Edge Infinity has the 2nd largest diameter at 54.08 millimeters. And the Edge Beyond has the smallest diameter at 53.4 millimeters. As for width, the Edge Beyond has the largest at 47 millimeters. The original Edge has the 2nd largest width, coming in at 46.76 millimeters. And the Edge Infinity has the smallest width, coming in at 46.72 millimeters. That is only a 0.04 millimeter difference between the Infinity and the original Edge. As for the weight of these yo-yos, the original Edge is the heaviest, coming in at 65.2 grams, the Edge Infinity being the 2nd heaviest at 64.88 grams, and the Edge Beyond being the lightest at 64.8 grams, which is only a difference of 0.08 grams from the Edge Infinity. Now, moving on to the shapes of each yo-yo. All 3 of these yo-yos share a combination of V and H shapes in their design. All 3 of them have an outward cut near or at their bimetal rim. Now the rims on the Edge and the Edge Infinity have a much steeper angle as compared to the Edge Beyond's rims. Also, the cuts near the rims on the original Edge are much more rounded as opposed to the Edge Beyond and Edge Infinity. I'd say the main difference that separates the Edge Infinity shape apart from these other 2 yo-yos is going to be the extra cut near the bearing seat. Another factor that makes these yo-yos very similar but also very different are their bimetal rims. The original Edge has the smallest stainless steel rims, but the biggest difference is that those rims are not directly on the outside of the yo-yo. The Edge Beyond stainless steel rims are all the way on the outside of the yo-yo, and the Edge Beyond also has the widest stainless steel rims compared to these 3. The Edge Infinity also has its stainless steel rims on the outer edge of the yo-yo, and while the Edge Infinity stainless steel rims aren't as wide as the Edge Beyond's, they are significantly thicker. Alright, so that wraps it up for the build comparison of these yo-yos. Now it is time for a performance comparison. Now in general, these yo-yos play with a slightly heavier and floaty feel to them while on the string. However, there are definitely differences in regards to how heavy or how floaty each one of these yo-yos is going to feel on the string. While playing, the Edge Infinity felt the heaviest and least floaty, the Edge Beyond played the lightest and most floaty, and the original Edge seems to strike a very even balance. Playing lighter than the Edge Infinity, but heavier than the Edge Beyond, as well as playing more floaty than the Infinity, and less floaty to the Edge Beyond. Now, I know what you want to know. You want to know which of these yo-yos plays the best. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a yo-yo battle. Here's how it's going to work. These 3 yo-yos are going to battle each other in 5 different rounds. Each round is going to determine which yo-yo performs a certain type of trick best. If a yo-yo wins a round, it will receive 3 points. The yo-yo that places 2nd will receive 2 points, and for 3rd place, 1 point. And after all 5 rounds are over, each yo-yo's points are going to be added up. The yo-yo with the most points will be declared the winner, and I, YoYoFactory, will double as the host and judge for this fierce competition. So let's begin. Starting off with round 1, speed. Coming in at 3rd place for the speed round is going to be the Edge Infinity. The Edge Infinity is a super powerful and stable yo-yo, and it's going to blast through any speed combo you throw at it. But because it does play slightly heavier than the other models, when it comes to things like directional changes or getting the yo-yo up to full speed, it is going to take a bit more force. Placing 2nd is the original Edge. This yo-yo has a great balance between weight and floatiness. Moving the yo-yo with fast speed and directional changes are going to be that much easier. And of course, the winner of round 1 is going to be the Edge Beyond. With this yo-yo being the lightest, speed combos feel perfect on this yo-yo. And because this yo-yo has great weight distribution like these other two models, power and stability are hardly sacrificed. So for this round, the Edge Beyond gets 3 points, the original Edge gets 2, and the Edge Infinity, 1. Now for round 2, Tech. Coming in at 3rd place for the tech round is the Edge Beyond. This yo-yo is fantastic for tech tricks. It has great stability and power. However, because of its lighter weight, it does not feel as controlled. And in some rare cases, the shape can make tech tricks feel a little bit clunky. Coming in at 2nd place, we have the original Edge. So because it does play slightly heavier than the Edge Beyond, it does feel a bit more controlled. And coming in 1st place for the tech round is the Edge Infinity. Because this yo-yo does feel heavier than the other two models, tech tricks feel extremely controlled, and the yo-yo moves at a beautiful, consistent pace. And now, on to the 3rd round, Meta. Coming in at 3rd place for the Meta round is the Edge Infinity. The yo-yo is most certainly capable of meta, no question. It's especially good for tackling those longer meta combos, but because it does feel and play just a tad slower than the other two models, it's not going to move in and out of whip and slide tricks as quickly as the other two. Coming in 2nd place for the 3rd time in a row is the original Edge. The Edge comes out on top for feeling a bit lighter than the Infinity, so landing whip and slide tricks are going to feel a little bit more comfortable, and the yo-yo feels just a tad bit faster as well. And the winner of the meta round is the Edge Beyond. Meta tricks on this yo-yo feel very, very natural. This is because out of these 3 yo-yos, the Edge Beyond plays the most floaty. The only reason I would have placed the Beyond at 2nd was because of how it handled rejections. But that was not nearly enough to put the Edge Beyond at 2nd. Now, for round 4, Horizontal. Coming in 3rd place for the horizontal round is none of them. For the horizontal round, I decided to call it a draw between the Edge Infinity and the Edge Beyond. But ultimately, what really created the draw between these two came down to spin power and weight. With the Edge Beyond feeling much lighter than the Infinity, horizontal combos flowed so well. It had great fast pacing. However, because it is not as powerful as the Infinity, its spin did decrease a bit faster. And while the Edge Infinity is more powerful than the Beyond, which solves the problem of the spin decreasing quicker, it does feel heavier and feels a bit slower during horizontal combos. And the winner for the horizontal round goes to the original Edge. The original Edge comes in with a better balance of performance characteristics for horizontal play. The original Edge bridges the gap between the more extreme performance characteristics of the Edge Infinity and the Edge Beyond. So for that, it takes the dub in the horizontal round. So for this round, the original Edge receives 3 points, and the Edge Beyond and the Edge Infinity will both receive 2. And now for the final round, Grinds and Finger Spins. Coming in 3rd place for the grind and finger spin round is the original Edge. Finger grinds on this yo-yo are great. However, because of the shape, your finger does touch a lot of surface area on the yo-yo. And as for finger spins, those are awesome as well. Now, all these yo-yos rotate around your finger as they finger spin, and because the way the cup is designed on the original Edge, there seems to be a lot more friction during those rotations, and it slows down a bit quicker. And coming in at 2nd place is the Edge Beyond. The Edge Beyond handles finger grinds equally as well as the original Edge, I'd say. However, finger spins seem to perform a bit better on the Beyond, and because of this, it got a leg up on the original Edge. And coming in 1st place for the grind and finger spin round is the Edge Infinity. This yo-yo gets 1st place in this round, no question. It is so powerful. Finger grinds on this yo-yo are fantastic. As for finger spins, they're very similar to the Beyond, but because the yo-yo is significantly more powerful, it simply spins longer on your finger. Alright, and now that all 5 rounds are complete, the results are in. Ladies and gentlemen, for the yo-yo battle, coming in at 3rd place is nothing. It would appear that we have a tie for 2nd place. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2 yo-yos that have tied for 2nd place, each with 10 points, are the Edge and the Edge Infinity. And coming out on top as the all-around best performing yo-yo is the Edge Beyond, winning 1st place with 11 points. That is only a 1-point difference. But of course, guys, each of these yo-yos are fantastic in their own aspects, and all 3 of them will complement each other in a collection very well. But of course, guys, this battle did take place on my battlefield, so I'm curious, out of these 3, what do you think is the all-around best performing yo-yo? Let me know in the comments below. And that's gonna put a wrap on this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Excuse me. I know you enjoyed it. Guys, if you're enjoying the videos on the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. It is truly appreciated. Also, this is the first comparison video that I've made. Any feedback you could give in the comments below is truly appreciated. And of course, any other questions or suggestions are more than welcome in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll be talking to you very soon.